We go back to the regular season resuming in the NBA. Following the All-Star break, first games in the association in a full week's time, and we have 12 on this Thursday. Let's fire through, and let's start with a marquee matchup out in the Western Conference. The second best team in the Western Conference at this moment, the Oklahoma City Thunder, 37-17. The record for OKC entering the All-Star break. Only a half game behind the LA Clippers, 36-17 for the Clips. Vecchio, the Thunder booked as a 1.5 home favorite tonight, just minus 118 now on that money line. What is your expectation for this game to start off the home stretch of this NBA season?
Well, not just for this game, but I think overall games tonight, I think players may come out a little bit sluggish first quarter and a half. So I think live overs actually could be really profitable tonight. And when we're looking at this game, obviously a lot of star power, SGA, Holmgren, Harden, Kawhi Leonard, Westbrook, Paul George, all these options. My favorite option, as I always say, is going to the secondary markets with Jalen Williams for the Thunder, over 8.5 rebounds plus assists, sitting at minus 104. SGA is awesome, but he can't do it all by himself against this Clippers team, which is very, very good. And they've obviously been trending upward as the season goes on. So Jalen Williams doing a little bit of everything, adding in the peripheral stats, over 8.5 rebounds and assists.
Let's take a look at a big game tonight, too. And the NBA certainly giving us what we wanted, waiting off of that All-Star game on Sunday night. The Phoenix Suns and the Dallas Mavericks will tee it up 7:30 p.m. tonight. FanDuel opened up this line as a short favorite, -2 towards the Dallas Mavericks. We've now seen that settle in at 1.5 and a great total here, listed at 245. Suns, Mavericks, from your vantage point tonight, Tom.
Bradley Beal isn't expected to play tonight, dealing with a couple different things. I like Devin Booker over 2.5 threes at that plus 124, plus 126, wherever you may be finding it. This isn't like an extra usage thing. Booker's obviously seen the ball plenty. It's not like he has a massive change in role because Bradley Beal's out. This is a game environment thing. Both teams are actually playing faster as the last few games of the prior to the All-Star break ended. They were around the league average, but in the last 3 games, they're both in the top 4 of the league in pace. We have a great over-under. We should be seeing plenty of back-and-forth action, and Booker is routinely taking 8, 9, 10 threes, so he doesn't have to be super efficient. It's more of a volume play and a game environment thing.
Dallas, the hottest team in the Western Conference, entering the All-Star break, winners of 6 in a row. They have covered in 5 of those 6 games. Now we go up to San Francisco. 2 teams in the 9 and 10 spots in the Western Conference standings in the play-in tournament, maybe trying to start this postseason push to get out. No LeBron James for the Lakers tonight. He is dealing with an ailing ankle following a performance in the All-Star game on Sunday. 5.5-point number now in favor of the Dubs at home, who enter the All-Star break winners of 5 of their last 6, and now a full game, 27-26 above 500. Will Golden State keep it rolling here following the All-Star break?
I think they win. I'm not sure if they cover. We saw the Lakers play pretty well, even with LeBron and AD out of the lineup that game. Beginning in February there in Boston, they won outright as 13-point underdogs because Reeves had a solid game, D'Angelo Russell as well. But tonight it's going to be Anthony Davis over 28.5 points. As you said, both teams fighting for every single win that they can get at the 9-10 play. And so, this is not the time to mess around. Give Anthony Davis the ball. Let him take 22, 24 field goal attempts tonight, over 28.5 points. It's not like the Warriors or the Lakers have been solid on defense. So back and forth action, keeping things consistent. And overall for the NBA at this point in the year, I think we're going to see player rotations tighten up. So it should give you a little more consistency when it comes to player props. No more of these bench players seeing minutes. Just get the star players in, get the wins that you need.
Winning and covering can be 2 different things. We take a look at a game that tips off at 9 p.m. tonight. That's the Wizards and the Nuggets. The Wizards not really fighting for anything other than how many ping pong balls they can get. The Denver Nuggets looking to get into that sprint in the second half of the season and maybe knock down a number 1 overall seed. We opened up this line at the FanDuel Sportsbook at 16.5 as a favorite towards the Denver Nuggets. We're down to 15 even and a total of 232. Are we sleepwalking in Denver tonight, or is this going to be an easy victory for those Nuggets?
This is probably one of the worst games on the slate, all things considered. I don't expect a big performance, or a needed big performance, I should say, from the Nuggets. I don't expect Jokic to have to play a single second in the fourth quarter because they're going to be up by so much. So I actually like Jokic under 50.5 PRA. If he hits the over, he's either A, extremely efficient in the first half and they're up by 30, or B, something went horribly wrong for the Nuggets. And I'm banking on them just being ahead and every well-rounded contributions from Murray and Gordon and Porter, where Jokic doesn't have to drop a triple-double and have a 30-20 game. So I'm siding with the under. It's not going to be a pretty one.
A 15-point spread in favor of Denver. Washington and Detroit, the two teams that before the All-Star break had not reached at least double-digit wins this year. The Wiz have lost 8 straight games. They did cover in 4 of their last 5 as double-digit underdogs before that All-Star break in Indianapolis and beyond. So, Vecchio, the individual games tonight start the stretch run of this NBA season. As you look at the title odds all around the association, where do you think the best bet is before this stretch run begins?
I think the Suns obviously present the combination of odds and a possibility of winning it. However, I do like the Thunder at 25-1, and this goes along with what I brought up before, which is dating back to last year when you had that Kings ticket, which is just getting a ticket on a team that's going to finish at the top of the conference and going to have home court advantage in the first, maybe second round, is something that you should just objectively be interested in. Do I think they're the best team in the West overall? No. I think in a 7-game series, I would take the Nuggets, the Clippers, the Suns ahead of the Thunder, but I want them at this ticket so I can maybe cash out, hedge out, whatever it might be when the second round comes around. That's what it really comes down to.
Let me ask you a quick question about the Philadelphia 76ers, seeing that 30-1 price on winning the NBA championship. Is there value on the Sixers if you say, you know what, if I get Embiid back in any capacity heading towards the playoffs, I'll have a pretty good price at that 30-1 or better?
Yeah, I don't mind it. Like, again, if they can sneak into the 5, take on the Knicks or the Cavs in the first round, and Embiid is healthy, that's a series they can win, considering we don't know the full health of the Knicks at this point. So you can take that, roll that into the second round. It's not going to be an easy path for them going up against someone like Boston. But again, same mindset. You just take the ticket, and whatever happens, happens. You can move on with a little bit of profit.
That will certainly ride on the health of Joel Embiid, not here down the home stretch of this regular season. Philadelphia, by the way, still 10 games above 500 in the 5 spot out east, but how things look in the playoffs for the 76ers and Embiid. Just quickly here, let's show the graphic one more time. Tom's top props for this Thursday as the NBA regular season resumes. Devin Booker over 2.5 made threes. Anthony Davis over 28.5 points. Tom Vecchio, we appreciate the time as always and your prop perspective.